everybody? This is the Bronx, Puerto Rican Independent. Hope everybody's doing good. It's Friday. It's not, what's it, November 7th, right? Wow. So, New York City. I mean, unfortunately, I'm saying I'm from the Bronx originally, but I no longer live in the Bronx. I live in Westchester County. All right? So, I had to deal with what we got in Westchester County and over in Yonkers. All right? It's funny because I've been living in Yonkers now for like just about 20 years. And, Yonkers has its hoods, got our thugs, we got our little, small little gang members here and there or whatever, right? But, yeah, and it's funny because they would label parts of Yonkers like, just another part of the Bronx at some point. Well, let me tell you something. Yonkers, for how it looks sometimes, can be deceiving. And do you realize that Yonkers is considered one of the top 5 safest cities in America? All right. Amazing, right? I think last year alone, 1 year, I think they only have 4 homicides. Which is, if you know the difference, homicides is somebody else killing somebody purposely or whatever, but 4, something like that. Such a small number. I mean, there's been some violent assaults, there's always going to be some some violence here and there. But as far as murders, property crime, things of that nature, nothing compared to New York City. All right? And then now you guys went and you elected a socialist mayor. Which was fucking hilarious how his whole campaign, he said, free. Free buses, freeze rent, all that shit, right? As soon as the motherfucker wins, right? As soon as he wins, what does he do? The very next day, he puts out an ad. And he went from free to give me money. And it's really a shame. And, but the fucked up thing is that, you hate to keep fucking talking bad about the young people. But damn, the fucking young people in New York City are some dumb motherfuckers. Y'all dumb. And I worked in the system for over 20, almost 24 years. And I seen a lot of dumb fucking kids. And to no fault of their own sometimes, depending on, their situation and, whatever. But you see some of them, they don't have any issues. They're just dumb fucks. Okay? And it's a fucking shame. And those dumb fucks went and voted this piece of shit in. All right? It's really fucked up, man, because as much as, even though I've been living in Yonkers for a while, I always considered, being from the Bronx, like, being proud. I'm from the Bronx. I grew up in the Bronx. I grew up in New York City, going down to Manhattan, going to shows and all that. And even at its worst time, from, let's say, the late 80s into the 90s, it's not going to be compared to what's coming. Not going to be compared to what's coming. So, to all you folks in New York City, really, y'all gonna fuck around and find out, for real. I mean, I just found that as soon as that man went and said, yeah, you can start donating, my man hasn't even started in office yet and he already wants your money. I don't get that, right? All those fucking businesses that he's gonna go after, all those billionaires, the millionaires. Did you forget that a lot of those people who are rich own businesses here in New York and help thrive and help give jobs and help that's the way we get the economy in there to make the city grow. If you tax these people, that they're gonna leave, and when they all leave, then who's gonna pick up the bill? Citizens. You idiots who voted for free. So when you see free, it's free, and then all of a sudden you start seeing, okay, now free turns into this much, then it turns to this much, then it goes higher and higher and higher. And when you go to stores with those city-run grocery stores, which is not going to work, it never worked. Nowhere has it worked. Nowhere. People are going to raise prices, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I feel bad. Again, I do have a place for the city in my heart, being from the Bronx, and it really hurts me to see that. But what are we gonna do? This is gonna be the thing when these young people are really gonna have to see what they voted for. And then maybe they'll start waking up, but it's going to be too late, I got my mom who still lives in the city. I got some family there. I would love to try to bring them up to Westchester County. But, my mom's a little stubborn. She loves her apartment. It's a shame. It really is a shame. But all we got to do is sit back, get your popcorn, and just see the show come January 1st when this man gets into office. It's a shame. It really is. All right, man, that's all I got right now. This is Bronx, Puerto Rican Independent. Good luck, New York. Good luck, New York City. Later.